them now, okay? And we are moving to student workbook. Now we are on page 78, as you can see, workbook 78. So we have a story, island adventure, skill time lesson number 5. We have 3 pages on unit 9 left. So look at the text. What is the book about? Tick the correct answer. So we have an accident in the mountains, surviving after a shipwreck, a holiday adventure. طبعا after reading بعد ما نقرأ we will use the elements of the story. هنستخدم عناصر القصة القصيرة. Okay, so Island Adventure is a book. I am here now. زي ما انت شايف أنا هون الآن. So Island Adventure is a book about a group of survivors on a desert island. So the main character in the story is a 14-year-old boy called Robert Wilson. At the beginning of the story, he lives in New Zealand with his family. But when his parents die in a mountain climbing accident, Robert is suddenly alone. Alone, وحيدا. ترجمها عندك. So alone, وحيد. So he decides to leave New Zealand and go to the US, where his aunt lives. She is the only family he has left. This is for paragraph 1. Now paragraph 2. Robert finds a ship that is sailing to the US. But he doesn't have any money. So he has to work with the crew on the ship that is sailing to the US in return for his ticket. It's a long and difficult voyage. There are storms and rough seas. Rough seas. The wind pushes the ship in a different direction. So I am here now. The wind pushes the ship in a different direction and the ship gets lost. Finally, it's a shipwrecked near an island in the middle of the ocean. When the ship sinks, Robert is one of only 6, so we have 6 survivors who managed to swim to the island. Next paragraph. The year is 1870. There aren't any airplanes flying over or boat passing by, and there is no one who can find them. Underline them. The underline pronoun refers to what? عندنا هنا سؤال. عندنا هنا الضمير them. Okay. And rescue them. The 6 people have to start a new life on the island. They collect wood to make fires. They have no food supplies, but they learn to hunt seals. Hunt seals. So we have hunt seals. Hunt معناها يصيد. ترجم بتاعتها. So we have hunt, hunted, hunted. Seals اللي هو عجل البحر. For food and clothing, they cut down trees to build wood. ركز لي على build هون. Build, underline build. So they cut down trees to build wooden huts. And we have huts. For shelter against the wind and rain, but winter is coming and it's getting colder and colder. The survivors don't know if they can survive the cold weather, but they will do everything they can and fight to survive. So directly, we will move here on exercise number 2. Read and circle the incorrect word. So the incorrect word is adventure. The answer is island. We will answer exercise 2 and we are going back to the story and use the elements. نستخدم عناصر القصة القصيرة. Okay. So let's begin now. Yes, Ibrahim.
Yes, teacher. teacher صاحب بدي أسألك سؤالين بس قبل ما أجاوب. هلا شو معنى هاند سيدز؟ معناها صيد العجول؟
صيد عجل البحر أو عجول البحر.
صيد العجول. وهاتس هاي ولا هاتس؟
هات كوخ زي بيتزا هات، هو كوخ البيتزا.
صح. كوخ
HUT hut, small house or small simple house.
بس شوي. خلصت كتابة.
Okay.
Robert goes on the ship to live with his parents in the US.
Okay.
الغلط.
So we have the parents, the correct word, parents. And
parents.
replace it with aunt. كان هدف الرئيسي للسفر لأمريكا إنه يعيش مع عمته. aunt.
Aunt.
Yes. You can find aunt here, as you can see. So number 2, the incorrect word, parents. And we write here aunt, okay? This is for number 2. Thank you, Ibrahim. Yes, Ahmed. Number 3 now. He works.
Teacher. He works the ship's passenger during the voyage. Teacher, passenger falls. Teacher, change of crew.
Excellent. Excellent. So we replaced passengers with the crew.
Teacher, أنا عارف التايم والكلامكس والسوليوشن.
اوكي هسه احنا بناخذهم one by one. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Now number 4. Yes, please.
Yes, teacher. Number 4. The weather is dangerous for sailing because there are floods. Teacher, we replace floods with storms.
So number 4, we replace floods with a storm. You can find storms here. and the crew above it. This is a crew and storms. So number 3 crew and number 4 storm. This is a crew, and here you can find storm. Now let's go to number 5. So it says the captain pushes the ship in a different direction. Yes, Tariq, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yes, teacher. So, the captain puts the ship in a different direction. Teacher, we are replaced captain and
طارق في عندك وش بالصوت. I can't hear you. صوتك مش واضح. حاطط مايك يا طارق؟
teacher Luca.
Okay. Please read number 5 again. طارق, you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, read number 5. أيوة هون. The captain. Can you see it? شايفها؟
Yes, teacher. I can see.
Okay. Read number 5 and answer number 5.
The captain puts the ship in a different direction. Teacher, we are replaced and we are not wind.
Okay, so we replace the captain with wind. So the incorrect word is captain. The captain or captain. We replace captain with wind. You can find wind here, as you can see on the screen, wind. This is wind for number 5. So the wind pushes the ship in a different direction. This is for number 5. Now, number 6, Robert survives with 6 other people. يعني انت بدك تحسب روبرت معهم. يلا محمد فارس.
Yes, teacher. Robert survived with 6 other people. 5.
Excellent. So we replace 6 with 5. مع روبرت بصيروا 6. So Robert survived with 5. We replace. You can write 5 or write 5 with number. It's okay. Now, number 7, they learn to hunt dolphins for food and clothing. Yes, Yanis? Number 7. أنس خطاطي there. أحد المومني, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's move to number 7.
They learn to hunt dolphins or food and clothing. Teacher, مش dolphins.
Okay, we replace dolphins with,
Hunt seals.
excellent, with seals. Thank you very much. So we replace dolphins with seals, as you can see. Here it is. Yeah. This is seals. Number 7, seals. Replace it with dolphins. Yeah, seals, S-E-A. زي كان تكتب C and add with it LS, seals. Okay, now let's move to number 8. They find wooden huts on the island. They find wooden huts on the island. براء شخديح, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher. They found wooden huts on the island.
You can find it here. They cut down trees to build wooden huts.
Yes.
Can you see it? So we replace find with build.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So
Welcome.
thank you. So we underline find and replace it with build. Become they find or they built wooden huts on the island. They built or they build wooden huts on the island. This is for all the answers on exercise number 2. Now, so we are here now with the elements of the story. So we have the elements of the short story. So we have number 1, main character. We have the main character. Number 2. الآن المين كاركتر لما تيجي بدك تعينها عندك على الكتاب اختصارها MC. Capitalize main character. هي لما تحطها عندك على student book أو على الورك بوك MC. في الامتحان أنا بكون معطيك إياه هذا main character. تيجي تحكي لي مثلا روبرت or Max or Jeff. Okay, number 2. We have the secondary. We have the secondary character. شخصية ثانوية. We have number 3. We have time. Number 4. We have place. مكان. Number 5. We have plot. plot بداية المشكلة أو الحبكة. بداية المشكلة. Number 6. we have climax. climax ذروة المشكلة. ذروة المشكلة. Number 7 we have solution. حل المشكلة. Number 8 we have the main idea. The main idea فكرة رئيسية. Number 9 we have the writer. كاتب. The writer or the author. author المؤلف, writer الكاتب. الفرق بين الauthor and writer. الauthor writes essays. بكتب مقالات. long stories, novels, لأنه كانوا novelist. And writer writes short stories. This is the difference between the author and the writer. Now, number 10. We have the endings and النهايات. The endings. Okay, now let's go back to number 1. So, who is the main character? Mr. Ibrahim?
تيتشر انا مش شايف الوايت بورد فشكله عندي لاج بدي اطلع وارجع.
اوكي تمام.
لا خلص هيو يبين عندي. كان اول يبين عندي اسود لما اقلب عليه.
Okay. So do you know the main character?
المان كاركتر اللي هو روبنسون.
روبرت.
روبرت قصدي روبرت ويلسون عفوا.
اوكي ثانك يو. اسمع ابراهيم, هذول العناصر اكتبهم عندك.
تايم بليس بلوت.
ثانك يو. في عندك لاج يا ابراهيم. So the main character is Robert. هنشيل الاليمنتس هون. هون the main character is Robert. Now the secondary character. بس حكم.
Yes, teacher. Teacher في parent.
So we have parents and
استنى شوي. Teacher family.
okay and we have aunt. لا.
Yes, aunt.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Now let's go to time. Just give me a time. أعطيني زمن. What we have time on the story. In the story we have a lot of times, as you can see. Mr. Hamad.
Teacher.
I am with you. Yes.
Teacher, our time for 14 years old boy.
14 years old boy. Okay.
Man, 18, 70.
For the age, we don't use age with time. العمر ما بنستخدمه بالزمن. Okay.
Okay. 1870.
1870. It's perfect. Thank you. Now place. We have a lot of places. Just give me one place in the story. بس يا أنس خطاته.
Newzealand
New
and
Zealand.
US.
نيوزيلندا عارفينها. نيوزيلندا. Now, we have the most important thing in the element of the story. So we have plot, climax, and solution. يلا الآن نيجي على الشطارة الآن. Who wants to give me the plot? What is the plot? بداية المشكلة. We have only 10 minutes. الحصة طايرة يا سادس. So we have 2 classes today. لا عندنا السادسة. Yes. في امتحان عندكم اليوم. خلاص finish. Excellent, excellent. بس يا حكم.
Yes, teacher. Robert found a ship that is sailing to the US, but he doesn't have any money.
This is your climax.
Teacher, yes, هاي بداية المشكلة.
This is the climax you said. Something happened before that. ايش اللي هو ليش راح على يو اس؟ شو صار معه؟
Okay. He decided to leave New Zealand and go to US where his aunt lives. She
Live.
is the only family he has left.
There is an event happens before. هاي الأسباب اللي خلته تروح عند أهله أو يروح عند عمته ويسافر ويبحر ويتغرب. شو السبب كان؟
But when his parents died,
Yes, his
the mountain climbing accident.
His parents. Yes, his parents die. راح نكتبها كاملة. In a mountain accident. It's not necessary if you write climbing accident. His parents die in a mountain accident. فكرة العام we have a general plot. His parents die in a mountain accident. Now we have the climax اللي هي ضربة المشكلة لما راح على السفينة وما كان معه التيكت. So number 6. He doesn't have any money to board the ship. So he doesn't have any money to board on the ship. ما كان معه فلوس عشان يطلع السفينة. عندنا صيغة ثانية إلها he doesn't have any money to buy a ticket. مثلا نقدر نشيل to board on the ship. طبعا both correct. To buy a ticket. To travel to US. So he doesn't have any money to buy a ticket.
teacher.
Yes.
teacher طب مثلا ليش ما بنحط المشكلات مثلا there are storm يعني إنه هيك ليش ما بنحط هاي المشكلات؟
Okay. Give me a minute. So we have plots. شايفها؟
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Something is wrong here. My climax doesn't have any money to buy. Now I will delete to number 6. Did you write climax?
Teacher, yes.
Okay. Now let's move to solution. Give me the general idea of the solution. ايش هو الحل بشكل عام؟ طبعا they got lost and have an accident from storms and strong winds, and they find an island.
Teacher, أجاوبك السولوشن.
Yes, please.
Okay. Finally, it is shipwreck
تسمع
near
إذا أنت تفهم علي I want you to summarize all the events which happened in the ending of the story. هسه نهاية القصة تقدر تلخص لي الأحداث بثلاث كلمات. بدك تحكي لي إنهم كانوا يكافحوا عشان يعيشوا. لأن هون السولوشن مش موضح بالضبط إيش بده. أنا قلت لك
في أكثر من solution بالقصة كأنه.
there are a lot of solutions but you can summarize them with one sentence. تقدر تلخصهم جملة واحدة إنهم كانوا يقاتلوا عشان يعيشوا. طبعا أخذنا survive.
أوكي عشان يعيشوا.
We have he, she, singular. He and she becomes they. Okay.
Okay.
So they are. إيش معنى يكافح بالإنجليش؟
يكافح.
Yes. بس حكى.
طبعا بالفعل.
struggling.
You can say it in a simple way.
تيتشر بينفع انه معناها يقاتل.
ما هي هسه شوف انت بتحكي مثلا they are fighting to survive.
تيتشر هيت انه ضرب.
No fighting هون يكافح معناها. Not hitting someone. Okay.
Okay.
So they are trying to survive. Or they are fighting to survive. Or they are in a struggle to survive. Both or all of them are correct. Did you finish the number 6? طلاب الصف السادس قبل ما أنهي على البورد أعطوني thumbs up. خلصتوا على البورد؟ عطوا which number؟ Okay. Continue writing. Continue writing. Yes, إبراهيم.
تيتشر سوليوشن مش مبينه
لسه ما كتبتها. خلصت اللي على البورد؟
لك
كتبتهم؟
بس انا مش مبينه عندي. انا مش مبينه عندي. انا اللوح عندي مسحته وخلصت. انا ما بعرف اذا عند الطلاب الباقيين مبينه ولا لا.
أنا عندي بس كلايماكس. عندي كلايماكس.
بس كاتب شيء تحتها صح ولا غلط؟
he doesn't have any money to buy a ticket. Just add a ticket after buy. To buy a ticket, yes. قبل ما ننتقل على السولوشن شوف باقي الطلاب. طلاب السادس did you finish on board؟ خلصتوا على البورد لعند number 6. We don't have much time. سمارة، محمد بالي، كرم إسماعيل، يوسف الشرقاوي، باسل يوسف finished on board. Okay, until then we will continue solution on the 6th class. رح نكملها بالحصة السادسة. And we will continue the exercises on workbook. Less than a minute.
Teacher.
Yes, please.
The teacher, they are fight to survive.
Yes, they are fighting to survive. This is the summarize of solution. خلاصة حل المشكلة. So I will see you next class. Thank you very much.